What's up, everybody? It's Greatest Bro on Turf. I'm here to talk to you about the NFL Draft. First round is in the books. It's a crazy day. Everybody thought it was going to be trades galore. It was like, I think, like one or two trades, uh, which is unusual for a draft. But it was a crazy day. Like I said, crazy emotional day, especially if you was a Rams fan. I know for me, it was, shoot. Day started off. I'm hearing trade rumors, some about Michael Brockers to the Bears. I'm like, why would you even do that? I'm thinking to myself. But anyway, the ninth pick went through. The Giants took the guy who I wanted, and that sucked. Giants took Eric Flowers, tackle from University of Miami. I really liked him. If you're a Rams fan, you know we need help on the offensive line. Anyway, so when he went, a lot of people were thinking, oh, okay, well, we're going to take Andrews Peat, or Piat. I'm not sure how you say his name. Anyway, or Lakin Thompson from Duke. That didn't happen. No. Fisher pulled one out the air. He went ahead and picked Todd Gurley, running back from the University of Georgia. I mean, when I was shocked when the pick came in. I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. You know what I'm saying? I'd heard something about, talking with some people on Twitter and Facebook, and I'm hearing something about, oh, well, what do you think? What do you think about Todd Gurley? You know what I'm saying? He's great, dominating in the SEC, but I need him. I need to see him at 100% before I could say, yeah, let's go ahead, let's pull the trigger on this. Specifically in the first round. But when the pick came in, I'm thinking to myself, oh man, this is a waste. I had actually tweeted earlier in the day, if the Rams pick anything other than an offensive lineman, it would be a waste. It would be a failure. So when that pick came in, you can imagine how I felt. But the more I started to think about it, the more I started to realize how good of a pick this actually was. For those of you who don't know, Todd Gurley was the best running back in the nation last year until he tore his ACL. He had some other problems with, I think, accepting benefits. Some other, he got suspended for a game, came back, balled out, and then tore his ACL. Played with Georgia, so that means he played against Alabama, he played against Auburn, he played against Florida, he played against the SEC, the best defensive conference in the nation, which speaks to something. He had, something like 900 yards or something like that, in like 7 games. The dude is a beast. He has elite athleticism, just about everything you look for in a running back. Like I said, the elite athleticism. He's a tough physical runner. He can pick up the tough yards, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, on the goal line. He bounces off tackles well. But also to complement that, he can score from anywhere on the field. He's got great hip flexibility, which allows him to change directions and really cut back against the grain. Good vision, good ball security, and he's versatile. He can catch passes out of the backfield, which is something that not every running back these days can do, and he can also return kicks. If you know anything about Fisher, Jeff Fisher, Rams head coach, he loves to run the ball. So picking him up, in my opinion, is just going to make our running attack much more potent next year. Like I said, with his skills combined with Trey Mason, I think we could do a lot of damage. I know a lot of people were saying, well, yeah, you're saying all this stuff and it's true, but we don't have an offensive line. To those people, I say, calm down. It's a deep draft. There's still a lot of guards, a lot of tackles. There's a few centers out there. All hope isn't lost. I felt the same way, but the more I think about it, I went back and I watched even more film on him. The more you sit and let it simmer and kind of let it, you'll realize that this is really a good pick. Um, that's my that's my assessment on it. Like I said, definitely think. And one other thing, just to say about him being being able to score from anywhere on the field, he's gonna make a lot of highlight reel plays. You know what I'm saying? He's you hear uh, sometimes in the draft, oh, this guy he's not a sexy pick. He's not this guy is he's a sexy pick. He's a guy who's gonna sell jerseys. He's gonna put seats in the stadium, and that's something that we desperately need. As a team, just even if the team does stay in St. Louis, you know what I'm saying. When I turn on the games, I see just the whole almost entire section is just empty. Uh, you know what I'm saying. So we're definitely gonna need somebody somebody to help, and I think with the group of guys that we have now, we can do that more. We can put more and if by any chance we do move to LA after this, or any time in the future, definitely if you're gonna be in LA, LA is it's all about celebrity, it's all about stardom, you know so you're definitely gonna need somebody, a face you can recognize, a jersey number you can recognize, something like something to put fill the seats, you know what I'm saying, something to put go on the highlight reel. And I think that's another thing that Todd Gurley brings. And anytime you have that, that's great. Um, as far as predictions, how you're gonna go, how his rookie season is gonna go, you just never know with these things. Of course, he is coming off an ACL injury. You know what I'm saying, and that was a concern for some people. But then you look at Adrian Peterson, who tore his ACL, and then the next season rushed for 2,000 yards, came like 9 yards short of the single season rushing record. I'm not saying that he's gonna break the single season rushing record next year, but I'm just saying, just because he tore his ACL the year before doesn't mean he's done. This isn't the 1960s. It's not you blow your knee out and that's the end of your career. Modern medicine and the way teams rehab guys, the way teams work with them. Guys are coming back faster from injuries that we used to think were just career ending. So if he does start week one, like I said, it'll definitely be a tandem, between him, Trey Mason, Benny Cunningham, possibly Trey Watts. I'm not sure. Zach, yeah, I was trying to remember his name. Zach Stacy. He's actually asking to be cut, or traded. If you know about him, a couple years ago he had a breakout year in 12 games, almost rushed for 1,000 yards. But his style of running just isn't. Uh, just doesn't exude production. He's not a smaller back in size, but he's about 5'8", somewhere two. I can't remember how much he weighs. He's a big, big fat back. He's a one cut back. He's got great vision. He's got great vision. I think definitely, and I definitely think that that helped him in his rookie season. But on draft day when I found out we had drafted Trey Mason, he's somebody who I watched, and he had his two best games. As everybody knows, against Missouri in the conference championship game, and then against Florida State in the national championship game, and that was really his his claim to fame. But he also ran. But point is that when I saw him, I knew Zach Stacy's days in St. Louis were numbered. So to hear now that he could possibly not be with the team, this it's not a big deal to me. It's not something like we have to do everything we need to keep him. Salute to him for the time that he gave us and what he did give to us. But it's time to move on to bigger and better things. This game is a business. I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure everybody else involved knows that. So that's my rundown on the St. Louis Rams running back position. there's still a second round, and third round, and fourth round, and fifth round. And sixth. I think. Which round do we not? I can't remember. Is it fourth or fifth? We only have 5 picks left. So there's still for those of you who think, oh, I can't believe we drafted a running back in the first round. We need offensive line. There's still offensive linemen out there. There's like I don't know if I mentioned Jake Fisher, Lyle Collins. Who else is out there? T.J. Clemmings. There's still guys out there that haven't been drafted, haven't been picked up, and I think we're definitely in good shape. As to who we should, who I think we should draft and who possibly we could draft in the upcoming rounds. I'm gonna make another video about that. So this is me, Greatest Bro on Turf, signing off. I'm gonna have my Twitter page at the bottom. You can hit me up on there if you have, if you want to tell me, you're stupid, you have no idea what you're talking about, you agree, you disagree, whatever. It's all love, hit me up on Twitter, or you can go ahead and post whatever you're gonna post in the comment section. But do one thing. I do ask you to do one thing. If you could like the video, and then that little red subscribe button at the bottom, if you could click that, that would definitely help me out. So like I said, signing off. This is Greatest Bro on Turf. I'm gonna make another video in, I don't know, probably an hour or so. Probably just gonna do some last minute research on just a couple things, and I'll see you again.